Hi, I welcome you to EmSAT Education. Here is Mr. Sam. For some months ago, I have been doing videos on SAT and other Olympia mathematics and all that. But I moved to Dubai. When I came, I realized that, they are taking a little bit different professional examination called EmSAT, which kind of a little closer to SAT. A little bit unique, so I'm taking this opportunity to start recording the videos to help some of my seniors, and then I also posting it here to benefit anybody who may be interested. Today we are going to look at a couple of radicals, or if you're from UK or if you're really familiar with the British, then you might say said, but in the US version is radicals. So how do we do the sums? Before you tackle this question, you have to know perfect squares. So you have to know square root of 1 is 1, 4 is 2, 9 is 3, 16, 25, 36, 49. Can go on and on. 100 is 10. And so forth and so forth. Always when you're doing this, start from high and move to the lowest. So here we are going to do individuals of this. So square root of 27. We want to break it down into these numbers. So 25 definitely it cannot go over here. It's not divisible. Now 16 is not divisible because 16 times 16 even is 32, so it's more than that. So we have to move on here. 9 is the highest perfect square that can go in here, so this can be written as 9 times 3. Then you can split it. Our square root of 9 we know is 3, so 3 and then root of 3. This is how low you can go. You can't go further. Now let's pick this one. Square root of 108. You have to break it down. So 100 plus x is not going to go here. And then 81 is not going to go over there. 64 is not going to go over there. 49, you can use the calculator to see. You see that it's not going to go over there. 36, yes, 36 is possible. So if you don't know what's going on, you just write 108 divided by 36. You will see that it's going to be 36 times 3. And that's really helpful. And even this number here, the radical, have to give you a clue that you have to divide it by 3 to see which number, because here you're going to sum it, and I have to give you an idea. Now we split it, and square root of 36 is 6, so you bring it out, so 6 root 3. Now the question wants us to find a sum. Sum means add. So now we are going to add this and that. When we are adding 3 root 3 plus 6 root 3. This one tell us that they are like terms, okay? So you don't add out, but you're going to add the coefficients, this and that. So 3 plus 6 and all root 3, and that give you 9 root 3. And that's the final answer, and that's the A. In case you have a calculator, some of the calculators can also be helpful. You're allowed to use a calculator. So I have a calculator called FX99. If you have FX99, you can also use that. So you come here, this is a square root, and you write 27. Then you write equals to, that give you what we did, 3 root 3. And then you click it again, and 108, that give you 6 root 3, and then you add it, and that will give you that. And even as a matter of fact, you can even do it straightforward here. Square root of 27, you push it aside, you add it to root 108, and then equal, boom, that give you the answer. So that's another way. All right, so let's look at the next question. Is the I. So the I questions, how to know the I's. Know that I is equals to I, but I squared is equals to -1. You have to know this as a senior getting ready to take your EmSAT. Then I cubed is going to be I squared times I. But we know that I squared is -1, so here is going to be -I. And then I4 is going to be I squared times I squared, which is equals to -1 times -1, which is +1. You got to know this one so that, because some of the numbers are so huge, so you have to look at the multiples of it to get the work done. So most of the time, make sure you use this 4, because the 4 is always bringing you to the positive, and that could be really a very good step for you to do that. So I to the power 37, how many set of 4s can go in here? You realize that it's going to be 9. Go 4 times 9 is 36. So here you're getting I 36 times I. If you want, you can put the one. This one is still that 37. Okay. This one is a set of 4s, and that always equals to 1. So that means all of this one, yeah, I to the power 36 is equals to 1. So it's just 1 times I. And 1 times I is I. So that is telling us that the answer is A. If you happen to have the TI-84 calculator, you can also use that. The I is somewhere here. So you step on the second, and then you pick your I here to the power 37 and enter. And that will tell you the answer is I. So if you have these calculators, you can also use them as you're studying to get more understanding. Yeah, so now let's come back here as we have been dealing with the I. So let's look at this one. Based upon what we did, we said that I squared is equals to -1. So if we take square root of both sides, you realize that here will be just I, because of square root. When you square root a square, you get just that number. Right? So anytime you square root a negative number, the I is coming, and that's the reason. Okay. So here we're going to pick our 300, -300. Because of the negative, the I will appear. So we can take our mind off a little bit from the negative and just look at the positive side of it. All that you have to know that the final answer have to attract I. So here, as we started, you're going to look at the perfect squares starting from square root of 1, square root of 4, that we did in the first question, and all the way to square root of 100, which is 10. We have a lot of square root of 121, which is 11, all of that, but with square root of 100 is okay for this kind of question. And I told you that always start from the high. Start from the high and move to the lowest. That will help you to shortcut most of the question. So 300 100 can go in there, and 100 is a perfect square, so that's really good. So we can write 300 as square root of 100 times 3, and then you split it. Our square root of 100 is 10, and then root 3. But it was negative, and negative is coming from here. It's I is coming, so it's just going to be 10 by root 3. And if you want, you can grab your calculator. So square root of 300, it cannot do the negative, so you have to know that the negative, you're just going to get I out of it, and boom, that give you 10 root 3, and you have to bring your I. Okay. Let's look at the last one for today. Okay, so we have a question here that we're supposed to also work on, which is a transformation of a point. So we know that this is the pre-image, and if it is going through a dilation which is enlargement or reduction, all that is happening, there is a factor K, and that is going to produce the image. Here, identify the image of the point. So this is the pre-image. So you have a point 4, -2, and it's going with this dilation 3. So what will be the image? Is just a factor, so it's multiplying. So this implies that it's going to be 12, 3 times 4, which is 12, and then 3 times -2, which is -6, and that is going to be our image, which is A. I thank you for sticking with me to the end. Please, if today is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Moving forward, I will be uploading videos on EmSAT. I wish you the best in your upcoming professional exams. Bye-bye.